Yeah, thanks everyone for joining and for coming right after that long meeting you were just in. Yeah, we'll jump right into it. So I put this slide in here because I want you all to see how handsome I am. Someone with marketing wrote that little blurb. It says my passion is around providing aerial imagery to people. It's probably not snowboarding or anything like that, but so before we jump into it. I wanted to see how well everyone here knows North Carolina. All right. So I'm new. I'm from Salt Lake City. So I'm learning more about North Carolina every day. I've learned a lot on this trip, like how to pronounce Appalachian. So happy about that. So we're going to play, if you've ever played that GeoGuessr game where you get shown like a Google Street View and you have to guess where it is, that's what we're going to do with some Nearmap imagery, okay? So let's see your raise of hands. You can either guess what the building's called or you can guess the city. We're starting easy here. Charlotte, all right. And if you get it right, we have, you can either get an OGO bag or a thread wallet. Okay, all right. You got the easy one. They might all be easy, I don't know. For me, some of them weren't as easy for me. Gosh dang it. All right, who said it first? You, maybe? You want a wallet or a bag? Bag, all right, that's it for bags. I didn't know Biltmore before I did this, so yeah. There we go. A wallet for him. I should have went harder on this. Wilmington, there you go, Chase. All right, last one. Who said it? Winston-Salem? Okay, all right. Good job. That wasn't hard. Okay. Well, actually, it's not like a random neighborhood somewhere. All right. Well, you guys suck. Here's your grading card. All right, so who are we here at Nearmap? This is our first time here at this event, so I thought I'd give a quick introduction of who we are. So we're a company based out of Sydney, Australia. We've been in the United States since 2014. Our US headquarters is in Salt Lake City. We are a GIS content provider. So we used to just provide aerial imagery, but we actually have quite a few different types of content that I'm going to go into today. But before I do that, just wanted to show what we're already doing here in North Carolina. So this is our coverage map, and all of these areas are areas that we go out and fly. And we actually don't rely on any customers to fly these areas. We go out proactively and capture this stuff on our own dime, and then we resell it to insurance companies, engineering firms, local government agencies, you name it, anyone that can use GIS and aerial imagery. So the colors, so Charlotte and up through Winston-Salem and Greensboro, we fly twice a year, so every 6 months. The Raleigh-Durham metro area, we actually fly 3 times a year, and then those blue and yellow areas, we fly once a year. So at the very least, we're going out and we're surveying these areas on an annual basis. And we're capturing different content. So when we first started back in 2014, we only had ortho imagery. So just the top-down view. And you know, it's always been a 3-inch resolution. You can see there on the screen, it's a 2.8-inch GSD. And that's really all we did. We just go out and we'd fly frequently, and you could get access to the orthos that we were flying. Fast forward a few years later, we came out with our second gen camera system, Hypercamera 2. It's a really creative name. And we implemented the ability to do oblique imagery with this. And that was back in 2017. And then we kept that same resolution at sub 3-inch GSD. So you can see here's an example of one of our oblique photos. They're fully measurable. You can measure heights and things like that, and all the good things that you can do with oblique imagery. And here's a few more examples here. Let's see. In addition to having that oblique view, one of the capabilities that gave us was the ability to do photogrammetry. And create 3D models and different 3D products. So here's a quick video about the 3D so you can kind of see what that looks like. So this is done, again, using photogrammetry. We don't have any LiDAR currently. But you can export these data sets and bring them into your GIS. We do have a family of 3D products, so we can produce a textured mesh, a point cloud, a digital surface model. That'll be the elevations of buildings and trees and everything that's on the surface of the Earth. DEM, so that's a bare Earth model, and then a true ortho product that rectifies any building lean that you'd see in our traditional ortho products. Here's an example of some of the types of things you can do with our DEM. You can derive contours, and you can also create LOD2 buildings using our 3D data sets. Some of the cool things you can do with this, you can plan, particularly with like emergency management, you can plan in 3D environments. This is inside of ArcGIS Pro. This particular example was from when the World Series was in Arizona, and they used our 3D to, plan the event and set up staging areas and where the emergency vehicles were going to park, and then even line of sight for like sniper positions and things like that using ArcGIS Pro. We are an Esri Gold partner for a lot of this stuff that we're doing. Everything that we're doing, you're going to be able to pull it into Esri, and they really like working with us because they have the great tools and we have the great content that can go right into that environment. And then another thing we started recently doing back in 2020 was starting to use machine learning to extract different layers from our imagery. So you can see here, we've got a few layers on here. We've got building footprints, we've got tree canopy and impervious surfaces highlighted here. We have a ton of different AI packs that you can find on our website. But some of the most common, I would say, are our building footprints, our vegetation layers, swimming pools, and pervious and impervious surfaces. We work with quite a few cities here in North Carolina in particular with their stormwater program and their stormwater billing for the impervious layer. And then we'll also go out and we'll fly hurricanes and tornadoes. So here's a quick video of one we did for Hurricane Ida, I want to say. Yeah, Hurricane Ida. So when there's a hurricane category 2 or greater or a tornado EF2 or greater, we'll go out and fly as soon as it's safe to do so and turn this imagery around within 2 days, and you get access to it for free for a month as a government agency to be able to respond to the situation. And this imagery is available through our web map service, and then we can also extract the imagery as a GeoTIFF or a Mr. SID file and deliver it to you. So, and that goes with our post-catastrophe imagery and the regular stuff that we're flying. So, a couple examples there. let's see. And then one thing we just released this last year is your ability to pull in your data layers into our browser. So if you have parcel layers or assessors that are trying to use our system called Map Browser, you can bring your parcel layers in. They can search by parcel numbers, things like that, and it overlays on both the ortho and the oblique imagery. So it's kind of a newer update for us. So it makes Map Browser, kind of a simple GIS tool instead of just a viewer. And then as far as things as we're doing, we're constantly making our obliques more available through different platforms. So you can pull it into your CAMA systems, your 911 CADs, things of that nature. And that's going to be called our Nearmap widget. And then probably the most exciting thing coming this year is the HyperCamera 3, again with the creative name. But it's going to have the ability to have 1-inch resolution imagery, which you can see here. And then it's going to improve the quality of our 3D content too. I love this sample because, or actually the next one. This next one, that almost looks like a photo of a coastline, and it's actually a textured mesh derived from the photography. So it's pretty incredible the level of detail that it's going to be able to provide. So yeah, that's Nearmap in a nutshell. We're constantly innovating. We're a technology company above everything else. So we're constantly listening to our customers and developing new things to help you guys out. So any questions? Chase?
You said you could incorporate vector data into your map browser. Now, how are we doing that?
Yeah, so you set it up through an Esri REST endpoint. So as long as you have that REST end URL, you can bring it in. Yep. Yeah, great question. Any other questions? Yeah. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. With that new camera system, so up until this point, it's just been RGB. With this new camera system, we do have the capability of adding that NIR 4-band imagery. So, great question. Uh-huh. So the AI layers are a good start for the change detection. We deliver it in a geodatabase format and in a CSV file, so you can kind of run your own change detection with that. That being said, come July timeframe is what I'm hearing, we're going to have an in-house solution for change detection too. And it'll be centered around those layers that we already have built, so like buildings, swimming pools, concrete surfaces, things like that. Yeah. Right. Yep. Cool. Any other questions? Well, great. Appreciate your guys' time.